Welcome to the Typical Skeptic Podcast, where we dive deep, you decide. Questioning the matrix from UFOs, where the shadows unknown reside. Rob Khalil busting myths like ghosts in the night. Paranormal probes, secret space ops, yo, we keep it real, no fright. Typical skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Aliens, Anunnaki, black ops in disguise. From abductions to ancient scripts, we flip the script wide. TSP style, mile after mile, truth can't hide. Hold up, TSP crew assemble, we dismantle the fable. My lab's targeted souls breaking out of the stable. Dogman howling, Bigfoot prowling, cryptids in the mist. Mandela the fifth twist in reality, can't resist the twist. Soul trap snapping, reincarnation mapping, holographic dreams. Near-death visions, out-of-body missions, waking up the teams. No censorship here, we fear no elite scheme. Conspiracy kings ringing bells, hear the freedom ring. The skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Extraterrestrials, interdimensional highs. Welcome to Typical Skeptic Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. Today I have a really awesome guest with me. She was my friend. We've been friends for a couple years from Australia. Her name's Gulshen Rose Erkan. And we used to do shows together on my old channel, before it got taken down. And she has a lot of good knowledge. And she also does shows with my good friend Nathan Sizek. They just did a show a couple months ago. So I'm really excited to talk to her about her awakening journey and anything else she wants to talk about, current events. And it's kind of just going to be open, but it's been a while since she's been on the show. And I'm really excited to have her back on. And Rose, do you want me to call you Rose or Gulshen? Which one would you prefer?
Doesn't matter, whatever. I just say because it's really hard for people to pronounce my name. So Rose is fine.
I never asked you this. Is that a Turkish name? Are you Turkish?
Yeah, it's a Turkey. Well, it's Farsi actually, like Gulshen. Like they pronounce it differently, but it stems from the Farsi language. Like
so Persian. You're Persian. You're actually Persian.
No, I'm not Persian, but the name is Persian. Like
wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'm half Lebanese. Like my dad was half Lebanese.
Well, dad.
No, he was full Lebanese. But I'm very American. I'm like fourth generation American. So my family's been here, in America for since the immigration to Ellis Island. But I always look into my heritage, and I always follow events of what's going on in the Middle East, and it's crazy what's going on in Iran right now. Do you have family over there?
Lebanon is really bad at the moment. I don't know what's happening, but a lot of people are going back to Lebanon from here in Australia. And I'm thinking, why? Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe they have family there, but I feel like it's a date. I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot the civil war and stuff. It's a hard place to be in Lebanon at the moment. Yeah.
It used to be the Pearl of the Middle East. They used to call it that. It used to be and then it's there was kind of an Islamic invasion kind of everywhere. You know what I mean? All over the Middle East.
Yes.
But I don't favor any of the religions. You know what I mean? I'm just spiritual. I think it actually the Abrahamic religions are an issue, a problem, the all three of them, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think, I think that there is some truth in it, but I feel a lot of it is, misconstrued or whatever. I don't think all of it is in there. Yeah. But it is based off, so I did see, because I recently went to Göbekli Tepe, and they have,
Whoa, sorry.
It's, I think a lot of religions, well, because they say it's a religious temple, were based off what had happened there. So I think all the Abrahamic, and it's like, you know, in Urfa they have the Abraham pools. So it's like a hub for spiritual understanding of what's happened in the past. And I found some stuff online, like videos decoding some of it, like in terms of its relation to the Bible and other Abrahamic stuff. So I think there's like a link there. Like it's like, I think a lot of the Abrahamic religions are based off what had happened there. Like, I don't know what the symbols mean, but it's very complex.
That's in Turkey, right? That Göbekli Tepe's in Turkey, right?
It's like on the border of Syria and Turkey. But it's interesting place to visit.
Where did you when you went over there? Where did you go? Did you go to Turkey and Syria, or where?
I didn't go to Syria because I think I would have needed some visa or something. But I went to Urfa, which is where the temple is, and it's very hot during summer, like 47 degrees. So I couldn't stay there for too long.
What's that really in American? Like, what's that? Do you
47 degrees Celsius. I guess that's really hot, and very humid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd probably be like 100 degrees here. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
So you said your name's Farsi or Persian. Like, so do you have family in Iran? Do you have family in Iran?
No, I don't have family in Iran, but I do find the Persians really interesting. Like, I think they have a lot of history. Yeah. I don't have anything.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say my mom. My mom's like Greek, so like, so like I've always like been really interested in like all the like the history from that area, like the Middle East and the Mediterranean countries, like, and like I even have some Italian, but like I always like studied like the Greco-Persian wars, like those are really interesting,
Yeah, I find all that stuff interesting too. Like growing up, I always knew like having some Turkish heritage, that like the history was not as what they depict in mainstream, like I don't want to say English, but it is kind of like, the stuff they teach you in school is not exactly what has happened over there. So like they completely omit, for example, the Ottoman Empire. It's not really mentioned and stuff like that. So I always had that, even as a child, like that level of understanding of history. So I find all of that interesting. But I think Lebanon's really interesting because across the sea, the Mediterranean, like there's a very direct link between France and Lebanon. Do you know that?
Yeah.
They do a lot of trade.
Yeah. They even speak French in Lebanon. It's like a third language. They speak English, Arabic, and French.
Yes, so they have a very close tie with France for some reason. I don't know. Yeah,
it's because France used to rule Lebanon at one point. They used to. The French Empire used to be in Lebanon. They used to have a stake in Lebanon.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, and then there was like a big civil war in Lebanon too in like the 80s. Like, like it was like the Islamic people versus the Christians, and that's why I said it seems like the religions have been like fighting each other for years. It's like, and I didn't mean to say like I don't think all religions are bad. I think there's some truth in every religion. I just think they've been like, and this because I know you do shows with Nate and everybody else too and stuff like. And like I know it's like they weaponize everything, right? It's like they learn how to weaponize stuff and then they use it against us,
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I try not to judge too much, but obviously there is like an overarching, I don't know what you want to call it, but like a force that wants to infiltrate like the divine truth of who we are. So that's what religions are like, surface level, not showing the totality of what's happened here. But I think a lot of people are waking up to what's going on. So I do see a lot of, I don't know, like in my field, I feel like because, you put the topic as disclosure, a lot of people are expanding their awareness into what's happening because so much is on the internet now and like we're confronted with so much. They have no other choice but to confront all this stuff in their daily lives, I feel. So a lot of people are looking for answers, and yeah, I don't know. Like religion probably won't be the same 10, 20 years down the track. I don't think, it's gonna like it just doesn't. I mean, obviously there are like people that are Christian and completely believe in the Bible and stuff like that, and which is fine, but it's like not the total truth of what's happening. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't have
Yeah,
an
I
answer to that.
agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. One thing I wanted to ask you about was like the disclosure situation in Australia. Like, like they're
Yeah,
releasing a lot of files here in America. I don't know if you saw that. They've released like 4 sets
yeah,
of
yeah.
files, and it's basically like bullshit. It's like they're giving us like, but like, I remember you and I did a show with Stephen and Evan Strong from Australia. And
Yeah.
we were talking about the site, the historical site.
Carry on.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's
yeah. And then
also very important, yes, because that links somehow to all like the sacred sites have so much knowledge that I think they trigger your awakening. You mentioned like you wanted me to explain my story, but basically it did start with with the sacred site, and then I just got triggered and triggered. Like these places have a lot of sentience and consciousness that hold a lot of memory and a lot of truth about what's happened on Earth. The biggest one is Uluru here, which is what triggered me, and I think. I don't know. Like, have you been to a sacred site before? Have you been to anything?
no, I never honestly no.
Oh, really?
I want to go to like we have the Serpent Mound, which is like really close to me. Like I want to go there. Like like
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they
I guess
do.
you consider that a sacred site, but I mean like it's not as probably powerful as Uluru. Like Uluru, like a lot of I know like my friend Indigo Angel when she was coming on my show, she was saying that
Yeah.
she wanted to have an event at Uluru because like
Oh,
she
wow.
just
That
felt
would have
like
been.
the special power of it. Like it was like
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
felt that it was like definitely like yeah.
Yeah. There is because like Uluru is a predominantly, I think it's quartz mostly, so it's crystal underneath, and these rocks and crystals have power. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a hub of information. But when I went there, I basically had psychosis, and but that's how I found my mentor Valerie. So it's not all bad, but it takes a while to integrate all these things because you experience them and then you see things, you hear things, and all this kind of stuff. So it's basically learning how to navigate highs and lows,
Yeah.
because with mental illness or whatever, like it's very hard to integrate everything. So you really need the patience and time and dedication to whatever happens at these sites or whatever happens to you. You don't necessarily need to actually go there, even if you just meditate or focus like your intent. They will help you, or give you messages, but they hold like all the ley lines and stuff. They're interconnected and they hold so much knowledge or history of what's happened here, even if we've forgotten or no one else can remember. There is something that stays at these sites that helps us remember, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, what one thing you mentioned was when you went there, you had psychosis. What happened? Were
Yeah.
you like going through like a mental, or if you don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it, I
well,
don't.
psychosis is like when you get like you bombarded with sensations, with emotions, with messages. Your experience is completely different to like normal consciousness or like every day. But
Yeah,
it's like I think most people experience these things or like have touched it a little bit, especially like your group of people that have experienced stuff probably have experienced some sort of psychosis where they might have, I don't know, like I mean,
well,
I guess everyone's experience.
I think
Yeah.
schizophrenia is rampant in the UFO community. Like, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not like I'm not being like, I just think for whatever reason, like a lot of people who like have like a schizoaffective disorder kind of congregate in our community, and that's not a bad thing. I think a lot of those
No,
people are turned on, like they have like abilities, you know what I mean? And some of them
yeah,
aren't channeling their abilities right. And I'm not like picking on, I don't know anybody, you know, I'm not naming anybody in particular. Hey, shit, I may have issues, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know, but I mean like, you know, like I think we all get downloads, we all get, you know, and
hmm
we're all like spiritually evolving and we're all trying to process it. And it's like, you know, yeah, it's like it's definitely like a new, like I feel like I know you're a little bit younger than me, but I feel like our generations were maybe basically sent here to like change the world. You know, I really truly
oh,
believe that.
yes,
I think that like, you know, the people who are in this movement are really here to like, you know, help usher in a new world and hopefully change it.
yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think people like us, you know, especially, it's like just having the ability to hold space to allow these things, especially like because you talk to so many people that have so many experiences. I think that's really important to allow a safe place for people to open up. I find like when people have these experiences, they just want someone that has either been through it or can relate somehow to what's going on, because it's difficult to open up to people when you feel like you're going to be judged. And
Yeah.
yeah, so you know, and I know a lot of the flack goes on to the reptilians and Dracos and stuff, but at the end of the day, look, we all are star beings. We've come from the stars, in my opinion. Like that's the reality. We have come from the stars, and I think that regardless what race you are, we all have, you know, basic needs, basic desires, basic, you know, fundamental things that we can relate with. And I know they get a lot of flack for, you know, all the mind control and stuff, but essentially we all have the power to decide what we want in our lives. Like we project what we want, right? We decide. I mean, obviously a lot of people have experienced a lot of negative stuff, but you only get given, you know, what you can handle. And I think that that's what I truly believe. And I think that if you have the patience to integrate it, you will learn more. You know, you just be patient with what you've been given. It's very hard. It's not easy, but I think that's really important. Like I feel like that's a foundational thing that people need to have. A lot of the spiritual community don't want to have that patience for themselves, for other people. So if you do have patience, you can increase your empathy and you can understand more, right? Like that's really important. So yeah, and you know, like people have so many different difficulties in life. It's not just the UFO community, you know, like just everyday people are suffering. So I think that in order for us to collectively understand and create a new reality, like you said, we have to expand our awareness to include everything that's happening, you know, and
Yeah.
just accept what's happening. That's the first step, right? Like we recognize, okay, we're recognizing what's happening. Like we've gone past the, like, you know, whatever Illuminati. Like it started, like for me, it was always like Illuminati and all that kind of crap. And then you expand, you know, and you understand what's going on here. So you have to kind of just, we've recognized what's happened. Now we just like acceptance phase and then integration and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Absolutely.
we're all in this together, and if we want to help each other, we need to understand everyone's got their own projection, they've got their own life where they've had experiences and stuff like that. But ultimately, we just want peace, right? Like that's what I feel. We like, and in order to create peace and harmony, we have to accept that there are so many different layers to this reality, and we just need to be more respectful of other people as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever had any like paranormal experiences or UFO? Like, have you ever
yeah,
seen a UFO, or have you ever had any like ghost experiences or shadow beings or
yeah,
anything strange that you remember?
yeah. But like for me, like it's more I don't know. I've been very blessed because I think that mine's been incremental, like very slow drip
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's more like in my waking life, I see things, and I try not to get scared, but like incrementally, yeah, it happens, and then I forget, and then it happens again, and then I forget. But I integrate it somehow because you can get really scared when you go under psychosis or you start seeing stuff, right? So it's really important to ground yourself and have faith. You need to have faith in something, okay?
Yeah.
Like you have to have faith. I know a lot of people want to find their purpose and all that kind of stuff, but I think that as long as you have faith, that is purpose. Like for me, there's just so much going on here. Like prayer really is important. It's really important. That got me through a lot. And I think, everyone's got their personal belief system, but whatever works for you. That's, how can I say it? Like, I know there's a lot of darkness here, but we all have that inside of us too, right? Like,
yeah,
on some level, like Carl Jung talks about archetypes and stuff and shadow work. So there is a thing about one of his quotes was like the difference between someone that is a madman and someone that is like a shaman or someone that can bring out the best in someone is that the madman gets stuck in the depression or the shadow or the lower self. They just sink there and they're not able to come out of that. So I think collectively we're trying to come out of that. Like we're all kind of depressed and disconnected completely from Earth, disconnected like completely from the process of what the Earth does, like whether it's agriculture or whether it's just our personal connection. But I think we're coming out of that so that we can just find that treasure that's hiding there, because I think we've forgotten how to live with the earth in peace. So yeah, I feel like if you can come out of that and see some good in it, and you can help other people, but don't get stuck there. We all go there, right? But just try not to get stuck there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. When you went to Turkey, did you go to anywhere else besides Göbekli Tepe? Like, were you visiting?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you have to go to Istanbul. You can't go straight to Göbekli Tepe. It's very
what was
hard.
it like in Istanbul? What was the feel like there and stuff? Like,
Istanbul is very nice. I recommend going. Like, it's a very vibrant city, and it's like, but oh my god, the inflation is very bad there. It's like I was shocked because I was talking, and I was thinking, like in Australia, it's about the same or even a little bit less to go out and like have food or coffee, whatever, and the minimum wage is a lot less there. So, and I'm thinking, I don't know how people are surviving because it's a lot harder to get earnings over there. So it's quite difficult for them. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a nice city. It's very vibrant. Yeah, it's not like the Bosporus Sea is very beautiful. If you go there, you can take the ferry, and it's nice. And I think Istanbul is one of the largest cities in the world, so it's very large. Like you can still call it Istanbul. It's very far, So, but yeah, if you can go there, it's nice. But it's like a 24-hour flight from here. I don't know how far it's for you, but it's very far.
I'm guessing it would be even. Or wait, I don't know. I mean, I never. Yeah, that's yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, like it'd probably be pretty far because like you guys are pretty far, like America's.
Oh, we're far from everything. Australia is far from everything.
So are we. I mean, like for as far as like the rest of the world, like America's like it's pretty yeah.
Yeah.
So how long did you stay in Turkey? Do you have relatives over there? Or?
I have some relatives there. Yeah. I stayed about a month. Yeah. I stayed about a month, and then.
Wow, that's cool. Did you see like any other megalithic sites or anything like that while you were there?
Oh no, I wish. I just went to I really wanted to visit Göbekli Tepe and and Karahan Tepe, which is not too far from there. It's very close. But the thing is, really pissed me off when I went there is the fucking enclosure, right? Like this, the whole point is that it's connected to the stars, and you're supposed to be able to, see like the whatever. But anyways, the enclosure really pissed me off because it just felt like it was caged, and I was like, this is not the purpose. Yeah, and I was like. And obviously, like, it's only a portion what they're showing of what the actual site is a lot bigger. The other thing is that it is a bit of a tourist trap because they charge a lot of money to non-Turkish citizens. And it's like, it's fucking ridiculous. So, they're making it like a tourist trap now. Yeah.
I had a girl that she comes on my show. Actually, it was weird. She messaged me today, but she's actually at the Awaken Aware conference now with Carrie Cassidy. It's Slavka, the natural sentient, and like I don't know if you ever met her, but she's really cool. And what she was doing is like she was traveling like all over she's from like I think Czechoslovakia. Yeah, but she was like living in Turkey, and she told me, she messaged me, she was like, I want to go to Göbekli Tepe and we should film a podcast. And I was like, that's cool, let's do it. So we did it and it came out okay. Like, but again,
I think I watched that like a while back, right? I saw that. Yeah.
It got taken down though. I mean, I think it's still up on her channel because they took my first channel down. Yeah, and I had a show with her from the pyramids too. I want to get those and put them back up because they were really good. I mean, like I never thought I would see the pyramids close up, and I got to see them firsthand because of Slavka. I mean, that's somewhere I want to go. I want to go to Egypt. I really want to. I feel like I've had past lives in Egypt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, most of us would have had some connection to Egypt.
Yeah.
We'll carry on. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's a very old, like, I don't know, like, the timeline and all that, but it's very old. Like, okay, so Australia is very important because this is pretty much where a lot of stuff happened initially. Like, the First Nations people have been here for very long. And their DNA is ancient. Like they hold a lot of memory of how we used to live. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's very hard to explain, but Australia is basically like the beginning of everything. So Uluru, like, like my mentor Valerie talked about how the Pleiadian ship came and there was like reptilian involvement, and she's written books about it, and she connected with the grandmother tree that's at Carrier, and she channeled messages and stuff like that, and she was very clear in what she was receiving. But yes, well, I wish she still had her website. She used to have a lot of information there, but I mean, like there is common like storylines, I guess, because like I know in the Mayans they also believe in the Pleiades. So like the Mayan culture, like a lot of cultures, right? Like they talk about the Pleiadians and stuff. So
what's weird about the Mayan culture? They just disappeared off the face of the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there is some preserved knowledge, but it's a bit strange how that happened.
Who's your mentor? Tell us about that. Like, who's your?
Oh, Valerie Barrow.
I remember. Yeah, I remember when we did podcasts before. You've talked about her. Tell the audience. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She really, she changed a lot of things that I understood about what was happening. Like, obviously, like growing up here, we know there's native people, but the way she was explaining things and connecting in with what, like, she had a lot of synchronicities happen. I don't know if I told you, like, she found a stone that was linked to Sirius, and she had like all this knowledge about what had happened because of synchronicities. So she worked with elders and stuff like that, and then yeah, I don't know. She was amazing, and I really miss her and her husband. But they held like so much memory of this Pleiadian ship that she basically started recalling what had happened, and then she had like a group of people come to her and remember all the memories that she had as well, like in different, I guess, perspectives or whatever. And it's linked to that site, Carry On. So her story is, it's about the creation of humanity, actually. So they're very much involved, the Pleiadians and I think Syrians and like all the star beings, really. Like, I don't know, yeah. So she held like a significant part of what had happened. But Uluru, like it was like, you know how I was telling you I was going under psychosis, was triggering me, and I found Valerie.
Wait, is Carry On at Uluru, or is it the same thing?
No, it's connected. It's connected via a ley line. There is a Bali to Bansdale ley line, which is from Bali, Indonesia, to
you know what?
Yeah.
I used to be I used to surf, like when, like in my 20s, like I used to, but not anywhere international. I just surfed here on the United States, like on the East Coast, like. But you know, so I still like love watching surfing, and I watch these like women surf in Bali every morning. Like they post a new video every month. It's called Surfers of Bali, you know, and I mean, these women, they kind of dress scantily and they surf, you know what I mean? But you know, I like it for the surfing, obviously. Like, you know, like, I mean, like, because I did surf, but like when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. I was like, I want to like live in Bali. So you're close to Bali? Is it like
very close to Bali. Most people in Australia, when they want to go on holiday, they go to Bali. That's the closest destination to go overseas.
I mean, it looks pretty amazing there. I mean, it
is amazing. Bali is amazing. Yeah. Bali is really cool. It's like, I think Mount Agung is very sacred too. Like, it's a very spiritual site. It's connected to like I said, there's a ley line that crosses from Bali to the bottom of Australia near kind of like Adelaide, Melbourne-ish. It's called Bairnsdale. Like, there's another, like, so I think it's from Mount Agung and then Uluru, and there's another one. There's Wilpena Pound, another sacred site. They're all connected somehow. Yeah. So they have a ley line. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't
interrupt you. I was going to say, when you and I did the podcast with Stephen and Evan Strong, which, like, if people don't know who they are, they're like ancient history researchers from Australia, and they're really good people, and they're really
cool. Yeah, they're really cool.
Me and Rose, or me and Gulshen, my guest, we did a show with them, and at the time they were trying to shut down that site, right? They were trying to shut down Carry On, or what were they trying to do?
They pretty much not. I don't know what they did, but there was like an explosion or something. I don't know. All the rocks had fallen off, and they had destroyed it. It was I don't know. I visited after that, and it was completely different. Yes, but it's still retained. Like it's intact, like the glyphs are there and everything, but it's just significantly changed since that. I don't know, but there is so that site has a few other sites. Like, there's many sites here in Australia, but that's a very significant one. But anyways, even in just that area, there's like another site up from there. There's a women's healing table where women sit and get a healing. And there's also like the Bulgandri rock site as well. And I think there's heaps, there's stuff that I haven't seen. There's a lot of stuff. Even in the Blue Mountains, there's like a lot of sacred sites up there as well, which I recently, like not too long ago, visited. But like, it's kind of like you have to know, like, well, Valerie told me it's like an initiation. So you get consciousness slowly goes up and up and up, and you kind of integrate the initiations. And here you cannot kind of access these places unless you more or less get initiated, kind of thing, if that makes sense. because there's so much protection on these lands and stuff. Like, for example, the first time that I tried to go to Carryong when Valerie told me about it, I couldn't access it because I hadn't done protocol. Like, you need to basically give reverence to the area. You need to like either pray or smoke up and, you know, respect. I hadn't done any of that, and I couldn't find the site. So it wasn't until after that I could properly access it. But yeah, there is certain protections that will not allow you to go into these sites unless you have like a pure intention and you are respecting the elders and stuff like that. So it is kind of like an initiation ground here. Yeah, that's just how consciousness works, I guess. But I don't know. What were you asking? Sorry, I think I sidetracked.
One thing I was going to say is I'm glad that you kept our interviews on your channel. Like I was looking, sure. You know, I was looking for like stuff like to talk about, and I noticed.
I think
like Slavka has the ones I did with her too, and the trip she took to Egypt, and you know, so I'm glad that you and her like kept all the interviews we did, because like, you know, when they took down my channel, it was really fucked up. Like, you know, excuse my language. Like,
that is fucked up. Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it back. And a lot of my colleagues that lost their channels, like Laura Eisenhower, and I love Laura, she's awesome. And Chris Matthews from Forbidden Knowledge News, I like Chris a lot. I love, you know, he's awesome. And also Journey to Truth, I like those guys. They all got their channels back, but I didn't get my channel back, you know, like, and I'm not complaining, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't understand, you know, like, why they won't give it back, you know, like, I mean, I guess like sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, sorry, you go.
I was just saying some of the material might be a little bit, you know, I mean, I guess the newer material is probably always better, right? But I mean, like, I would still like to have it back, you know, it's just like a sense of like, you know, because I put in all that work. I put in like 5 years worth of work, and it just sucks, you know. I don't know.
Did you save any of the videos, or did you just because they're live?
Like, I have an Odyssey channel, so if you guys want to see some of my old stuff, like go to there's a Typical Skeptic Podcast Odyssey channel. What I didn't realize is at the time when I was doing all those shows on my first channel, I was syncing all the videos to Odyssey, so all the videos were saving to Odyssey. So like, it would help if people went to Odyssey and subscribed and watched some of the videos there, because like, I don't want them to take my channel. I'd like them to keep it up, you know. I mean, I think I only have like 100, I don't know. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I don't post on there much at all. I just tried syncing my new channel to Odyssey too, because for a while you couldn't do it, but I guess they're letting people do it. Maybe they're letting people do it again. But you know, and then I have a little bit on Rumble up to like 2023, I think, or something like, you know. But like, yeah, a lot of it's gone. It's like, you know, I want to do like James Bartley does, and like build my own website, and then, you know, like James Bartley does half the interview on regular and then half behind a paywall or something. I don't know, but like, I've always kept everything free. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah,
I know that. Well, it's getting a bit weird. I know. I tried to post, like, this was ages ago with you had her on your show, grandmother Karen. Anyways,
Karen McDonald. Karen McDonald, you mean?
Yeah, we had a really good chat. And then, anyways, because I did this or something, like, they didn't want to post it, you know, because I was trying to talk about the, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like, and then afterwards, it was fine. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is, like, I mean, it's the same video. I didn't change it.
Yeah. I think they get weird about health stuff. They get weird about health stuff, you know, like they're, you know, it's like the alternative health stuff is really like, you know,
Yeah, but it was first of all rejected, and then afterwards fine. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I just couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's an
interesting chat talk in the chat. This guy, the tallest ones, is talking about space pancakes. He said they have jelly inside them, you know, or like, that's interesting. Like, they were saying that, like, Rachel in the chat also said, I can't find her comment now, but she said at Uluru it's a dragon ley line, and I think Michelle wanted me to ask you about that too. Is that a thing, or like?
Yes, it's a dragon ley line. That's true. It's because the dragon ley lines are all interconnected globally, I think. And
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Anyways, I think what's his name? Robert something. There's a few people that have done like
Oh, you mean
grid.
Robert Seffer, the anthropologist?
Not Robert Seffer. No, sorry, not him. There's a God. Let me just quickly check. Hang on. I think it's called hang on. Grid network. I don't know what it's called. They're like a oh no. Oh, I forgot the name. It's like Anyways, there's like a global image like of the globe and the grid, like the geometry grid and all the like points on the grid that connects and then other people have done like the dragon ley lines and stuff. They're all interconnected, I think. They're just significant points on the earth. But a lot of people have done like either geometry or like lines on the earth, and so they all interconnect, something like that. I can't find the image, sorry, I don't know what it's called, I forgot. But anyways, there are a lot of people that have done that, yeah. And it's like from the 80s or something. That's really old. Not really old, but you know, it's from a while back, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, I'm sorry. It's like Becca, hey, hang on a second.
And guys, like while you guys are here and whoever will watch this, so we're doing this on July 25th at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'll be live again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with Matthew Mornian. And Matthew, we'll probably do like for the first hour, we'll do like conspiracy news and stuff like that. And then the second hour we'll do like live readings. But like, you know, like yeah, it should be a fun show. And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern, guys. Like, you know, I'm trying to get more people to like tune into the live streams, you know. I know there's a lot of stuff out there and people watch other shows and stuff, but you know, like I don't know. And I know I'm also on every day, so people can't watch all the shows. So yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you interview a lot of people. Like you pretty much have everyone. Oh God, forget it. I just never mind. I forgot the name.
So,
but I'll try and find it and send it to you. Yeah.
So when you went to Turkey, have you like traveled a lot? Have you been to other countries as well?
Yeah, I've been to Indonesia. You know, like most people when they think of Indonesia, think of Bali, but in like the main Java is quite nice. There's a lot of sacred sites in Indonesia as well, actually. Like I've been to Borobudur, which is really beautiful complex, the temple. It's also geometrically designed and
sacred geometry, Sacred geometry.
Sacred
right?
geometry. Yep. It's all like the whole thing is completely sacred geometry. And
a lot of times you see like the flower of life or the Fibonacci sequence and stuff like that, you know?
I think so, yes, exactly. Yeah, they're all based off that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Indonesia is interesting. Yeah, a lot of volcanoes there. Volcanoes and mountains. Yeah.
Kitsalio in the chat wanted to know if you've done any live streams. Yeah, she has a channel. I put her channel in the description, guys. And then also she used to come on my he just joined. So for people that just joined, like Rose used to come on my channel on my first channel, and I've been on her show, and she does shows with me and Nathan Sizek, if you guys know Nathan. And yeah, I've known Rose for a couple of years now. It's just been a while since she's been on. But like, yeah, Rose used to come on my own channel a lot, you know. So
I enjoy your channel. Like you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but I think that I've just been really busy with my life as well. I hardly do, like I do sometimes now and then, but it's because like I have a son now, so he's like my priority. Like he's turning 3. He actually he had his birthday in Turkey last year, and now he's turning 3. Little Leo baby. So yeah, time flies. I mean, it doesn't feel like that long ago, like 1 year ago, but I still have, like, I feel like it was just yesterday that we went to Turkey.
I remember
But
when
yeah,
you had your baby. I remember a few years ago
yes,
when you had your baby. Like I was friends with you
yes,
then. I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, when you
Yeah.
have a baby, your hormones go whack, like completely. Like it's just like they're still whacked, but I mean, yeah, you just can see life really completely differently.
It's a whole other world. Like you're caring for another human being, and you like have to basically raise a human being. Like, and I've never had to experience that
Yeah.
because I've never had kids. But I mean, I have nephews and nieces and stuff like that. And like, I mean, like I don't have any brothers or sisters, but I have cousins who have kids, and like I call their kids nephews and nieces because we're close. I have a big family outside. I mean, like outside
You don't
my
have a niece. Wouldn't you have like 10 brothers and sisters? That's weird. You're an only child.
Yeah. Well, I'm not full Lebanese. Like I said, my
I
mom's
know.
Greek and Italian. But like,
I get that.
I know what
That's
you mean. Yeah, right?
ethnic and
Yeah.
that's strange for you to be an only child. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, me and my son love. Have you had manouche?
What is it?
Manouche. You didn't have that.
Baba
It's
Ganoush?
not baba ganoush. Za'atar, the oregano bread.
Oh, I know Zatar. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've had
Yeah, do you
Zatar
get
bread
that?
a bunch of times.
Do you get that in the States? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
so
get that here. You got to go to a Lebanese restaurant for it, but
Yeah. Okay. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
it's so nice. Yeah, we love it. We have it for breakfast sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it's really good. Like if you find a place that makes it fresh, like it's
Oh
it's
yeah,
actually,
that's the best. Yeah. In my high
yeah,
school days, we used to have a shop near the high school, and we'd call it the back shop, and we'd go out the back, and we call it jig school. I don't know what you call it, like skip classes, and
yeah.
go there and have like a oregano rolls, and it's like $1. It's the best food ever. I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like, do you
No,
do you like Lebanese food then? Like, a lot?
yeah, for sure. I love Lebanese food. Yep.
Do you like? Did you ever eat like stuffed grape leaves and kibbe and stuff like that? Did you
Oh
know that?
yeah, yes, with the rice.
Yeah.
Yep, that's pretty
My
good.
grandmother used to make all that stuff. Like, I mean,
Oh,
like,
that's sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I
grew up-
love that. The vine leaves and wrapped, and then you put it in the pot, and then you boil it, kind of thing,
Yeah.
on the stove.
Yeah.
That's
And
delicious.
I grew up with all that. Yeah, I grew up with a lot of good food. I was lucky. Like, I guess it was yeah. This is the tallest ones. He says we have a big Italian culture foodie thing in Australia, Mediterranean, because we also Pacific coastal and kind of South Asian Pacific Islanders. I guess this guy's from your country as well. He's from Australia.
Yeah, cool. What's the Pacific coastal stuff? No, I never tried that.
Guys, let's do that. Let's take some questions. Like, so if you guys want to leave some comments and questions, that would be cool. Like, we can do that for a little bit, and and this is Michelle, one of my moderators. She's posting your channel. So here's Rose's channel, guys. Go subscribe, give her a subscribe, and I think that's Puck Elf. This is Puck Elf because he says, and throw some Scottish dirt on top and elf happy. Like, I don't know what he means. That's Puck Elf. He's usually in the, yeah. This is,
okay.
Lavender Sky says Australia also has the largest Greek population outside of Greece. I didn't know that. That's,
Probably. Yeah, well, one of my good friends is Greek. Yeah. Well, we have all cultures here, honestly. You name
it's
it.
like America, right? Like you have like we do, like every,
Yeah,
right?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I want to come to your country. I really bad. I want to surf Australia.
Come.
Like I want to see what I grew up hearing stories about Bells Beach, Australia, like the waves and like other places in Australia. Like I know it's like a surfer's paradise, and then you have Bali right next door. So it's like, like I definitely would like to like start surfing again and come there. It would be and then did you ever hear that story about the did you ever hear that story about the Pleiadian mural. I guess there's there's a mural and it has like Egyptian and Pleiadian writing on it. And then there's like a myth that these two Egyptian brothers. This is like ancient times. One of them tried to steal it and he got bit by a snake. Have you ever heard this story?
Carry On. You're talking about Carry On. What mural? What are you talking about? Yeah, the hieroglyphs.
Yeah, I guess that's what I just called it a mural.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's the one. That's the site. Yeah, there's an ancient Egyptian link here. Yeah, there's a lot of ancient Egyptian stuff here. That's what Stephen and Evan are talking about. That's what Valerie talks about. There's like all this kind of stuff here that's happened that links to Atlantis and ancient Egyptian culture. And you can see like there's boomerangs and stuff that have been in ancient Egypt. You know, like there's a big link here between here and ancient Egypt. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That is really cool. That Puck Elf says to me, I mean, his name. This is Puck Elf. He's always in the chat, but like he's also from your country. He says, "Yeah, tell Rob about how good our coffee culture is." Lastly, he says,
"Oh yeah,
sit down with ceramic cups and have Ennis espresso and talk to random people." Tell us about it. Yeah.
What's Ennis espresso? Yeah, there's a massive coffee culture here in Australia for sure.
Oh, I would love that. Coffee's my favorite. Like after we're done with this, I'll probably go make a pot of coffee. I love coffee. I like dark roast. I don't know if you guys have similar there. Is it like light roast and dark roast or?
Yeah, well, you can get anything. If you like dark roast, then you'd probably go to like a European-ish kind of place, like an old school. Or if you like like the newer hipster ones are like light roast. That's what I would say. But the problem here is that all the coffee shops close at like 2 or 3. So I prefer my coffee at night, to be honest. Or you know, later in the day. Although I drink it in the morning too. But yeah, I think that coffee culture should be at night. That's what I feel. Do you know what I mean? Like I enjoy coffee at night.
Yeah, I used to go to coffee shops when I was young too. Like when we were young, we would go and hang out at coffee shops. Like there was one that we always used to skateboard all day in Pittsburgh. We would skateboard and then we would like go to, because this is like 95, 96, you know, like right when you were, I think you said you were born in 95, right? Like, you know.
No, I'm not that young. 91.
Oh, 91. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 95, I was 15. We would go to this coffee house in Pittsburgh called the Beehive, and they would have like movies there and they would have like raves there. But like you could also go there. It was like a hub to find out what was going on. Like you would go in there and get your flyer. Like they would hand out flyers for raves because like this was like right at the turn of the internet where like there wasn't much internet, so like you would have to find out where the rave was and go. And it was such a fun culture. It was such a fun time to be alive. Like I miss the 90s, you know, in the early, you know, it was great. But I wanted to tell you, we have a lot of Australian viewers in the audience. This is Lavender Sky. She's from Australia. She says she's Scottish, but she says she's Australian first, and she says she loved when it snows in Australia.
There's a couple places where it snows. Sometimes in the mountains here, Blue Mountains, sometimes if it gets really cold. Oh, the Southern Highlands is really beautiful. That's where Valerie stayed. Like it's really beautiful down there. It's I guess one of the first cities like that was formed here in Australia. Like I don't know, like one of the old English cities anyway. And it's very it's very English type of area. Where it's kind of like the Scottish Highland, not really, but it's like farming land, and it's just nice, and it gets very cold there. Sometimes snows there too, but there are some nice, like Australia is very vast and what's the word? Like it's very I don't know, like expansive. It's like. Depending where you are, it will be completely different, like in terms of weather, in terms of like buildings and stuff like that. It will be just completely different. Yeah.
This is also Rachel Kyle right here. She says she's in Australia too. She says why can none of us
Yes,
sleep at
3
3
a.m.
a.m. So yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
Rose is doing this interview at 3 a.m. and like all you other guys from Australia are on here too. That's funny. You guys are all awake
That's
at 3
cool.
a.m. Like, you know,
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah.
there's like 5
I'm a
people in
night
here from
person.
Australia right now. You know, it's cool. I
Yeah.
love it. You know,
Because
yeah.
you know what, the other problem here in Australia is everything bloody shuts, early, like I said. So there's no like livelihood. You can't do anything. That's probably why
That's
everyone's
how it
not.
is where I live right now. Like I always say I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is like, it's a good city. There's a lot to do in Pittsburgh, but I live in the rural suburbs, which is like 30
Oh, nice.
minutes from the city or 20 minutes from the city. So like where I'm at, there's like maybe 2 grocery stores, like a coffee place. There's like,
Oh,
some restaurants, but like a lot of shit's closing down. There's a mall near me, but like the mall closed down. It's sad. Like it used to be like that's
wow.
another thing that's weird. Like a lot of the are your shopping malls closing down in Australia?
Look, small businesses are really struggling here. Like I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of the places are shutting down because of whatever's happening with inflation. And the other thing is housing is really bad at the moment. It's really bad. Like I don't know what's happening, but I think a lot of people are getting affected. So businesses are closing down, like people are moving around, and it's just a weird time at the moment, like with this shift. But probably malls will get affected sooner or later. Like
yeah.
everything is shifting. Yeah.
Well, you're right. The shit that's going on here in the United States, like there's a lot of like homeless people, and a lot of the homeless people. Some of the homeless people are veterans, and there's a theory behind that. That some people say like like if we wanted to start a revolution, who would we look towards? And it's like you would look towards your citizens who are the ex veterans. They could lead a revolution. So
Yeah.
if those that are in control keep them poor and homeless and like not able to function, like that would be beneficial to the controllers of this reality.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not enough respect for people like this and the elderly and stuff like that. I think we've
It's
lost it a
sad.
bit. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, I do see a lot of that here as well. I think, I don't know, it's just like we need to train ourselves, even though we've been taught like not to care or turn a blind eye to these kind of things. We have to start caring about these people because, like you said, they hold so much understanding and wisdom of what's happened to them, and they've seen a lot of stuff, and so we have to respect that. They're elders for a reason. So
Yeah.
yeah, we like regardless of what society thinks. Sometimes you just have to do what's morally right.
Yeah.
What can I say? Yeah, you got to lead by example in your life. That's the main thing. You can't expect anyone to understand you. Just do what you can to the best that you can, and lead the life that you want others to live as well. So yeah,
Yeah. I love that. That's
yeah.
a really good point. Yeah. That's a really good point. Yeah, this was so it's what time is it now there? It's 3 a.m. there now?
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. It's okay.
Wow.
I was born 3 a.m., so this is probably why I don't mind.
Yeah. Michelle said she asked a question. I don't see it. Like, let me see. I'm looking for it, Michelle. Hold on. Um, man, I might have to go back. I can't. Can you retype it, Michelle? Well, I don't mind answering. I can't find it. Let me see.
I love your interactive audience.
Yeah, we sometimes we usually get more people too. Like, she said she's
Yeah,
gonna miss. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I've watched it. I watched a few of your shows. They're really cool because they're interactive.
Yeah. Sometimes I think tonight. I'm hoping tonight will be a good show. With Matthew. I think we'll get a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Matthew who?
Matthew Mornian.
Oh yeah,
He's like
yeah.
a
I watched
regular.
one of the videos you posted with him like a while back. He's very interesting. Yeah, very
Oh
like
yeah.
very very
He's
lit,
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
very lit, like very in tune.
Yeah, he's one of my good friends in this podcasting space. I would say he's one of my better friends, and like he's an
Yeah.
amazing psychic. Like
Yeah, I
like
can tell. He's very in tune. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm seeing if Michelle messaged me this question. Um I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Lavender Sky says it's healthier to live in a van by the river. I agree.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
She says the tallest one living off grid is best for your health. And then Michelle says, I'd like to live off grid, but I want to start a ranch for the community. That'd be great, My
Yeah,
friend,
that would be
nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I mean, you go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, it would be nice. Yeah.
This girl Priscilla's doing that up in Canada. She lives up in like Montreal. She's trying to start a center for kids, like she calls it High Vibe Kids. It's like
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So do you have any plans, Rose? Are you going to travel more soon, or like what's going on?
Yeah, I wish. I do want to travel. I need a bit of a break. I just started working not long ago, like late shifts, but I mean it's not too bad.
What are you doing?
I'm I'm working in a restaurant at a casino.
Whoa.
Anyways,
are you a waitress?
Yeah, waitressing. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You probably get good tips then, or you get tips, right?
Yeah, we get tips. Yeah. It's probably not the same as in the US, but we do get tips a little bit. Yeah, it does help.
Whoa! What
the hell?
My sign fell. My sign fell like just as you said that, like it was like something knocked over my sign. Like like it's crazy. Sometimes things move in here for like no reason. Like it's like there's definitely something in here. Let's put it that way. Like there's definitely something besides me. There's like I don't know.
I've seen weird stuff. Like I keep breaking glasses and stuff at work too, so it's just a bit awkward. Anyways.
Yeah. So what's the best? What kind of food do you guys eat in Australia all the time? Like what's the regular?
I don't know. Like, yeah, coffee is big, and like probably pastries and stuff. I guess, and like I don't know. Well, it's like breakfast and brunch is like a big thing here. Yeah, a lot of people go out for breakfast and brunch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see it. I'd love to come visit.
You should come here. Yeah, it would be so cool if you came to Sydney.
Well, what's interesting? Like, I want to do a Typical Skeptic podcast meetup somewhere, and I'm thinking like we have so many Australian viewers. Like maybe we should do it in Australia, but like that would probably be really expensive, and like I don't know how I would do. I don't know how I would pull it off, but that would be awesome if we could do something like that. That'd be like
we should organize something. If you come down here, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, you welcome with me. If you need a place to stay or something, I don't know. Like we can organize something, yeah.
Yeah. This was awesome. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll let you go. Yeah. I have some night shows I got to get ready for, but yeah. Do you want to promote anything? Do you want to tell people about your channel and how they can follow you and Facebook or whatever you'd like to promote?
I don't have anything. I just do this for fun, more or less. It's more like a passion thing, kind of like you, I guess, but not as involved. But I did know that you wanted to do some like co-hosting or something. Like I'm happy to help if you want to do like some, like I can't commit to heaps, but I could help every now and then if you want.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can come on. If you have a guest that you want to have on, like if you have like someone that you want to interview.
Actually. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I do have someone in mind. I'll ask and let you know. Because I think that would be interesting. Yeah.
We can do it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And and just let me know. And guys, I put her YouTube in the description. Go subscribe to her YouTube, and thank you everybody, and thank you Rose. And I will see you guys all tonight.
Thank you, Rob.
And good night to everybody in Australia.